Hey travelers, Mag, I, and me Mom here on day 222 of our trip around the United States. Last night, we were able to hop the early ferry out of Catalina Island, which put us several hours ahead of schedule. So instead of starting the morning from Long Beach and working our way inland, we are kicking things off from right here in Riverside. Our route for the day calls for 230 miles between Long Beach all the way to Joshua Tree National Park. Since we're about halfway through that already, we're gonna have absolutely no problem meeting our miles for the day. We're gonna be spending the entirety of our day between Riverside and San Bernardino counties. And we're really only targeting the virtuals that are here in these counties. We'll make sure we get a couple of physical finds so that me Mom can count the counties. But we're still in a section of Southern California that I have played in numerous times. So really it's only these virtuals that I'm here to see, and all of them look like they're pretty interesting sites. Today is a very special day for Aichan. 14 years ago today, we adopted her into our pack. Now, as much as I'd like to lead you to believe she's only 14 years old, as much as she'd like you to believe that, I can't turn back the clock. She's still 15 and a half. But as far as we're concerned, her time with our pack started the moment we adopted her, and her new life started that same time, and with a little bit of luck, she's forgotten about that year and a half that she had before us. Or, after a day like yesterday, maybe that's all she can think about. I'm looking forward to getting a chance to explore our way through the virtuals today and take a nice, easy pace through the day with no worries about miles and no worries about targets. If we don't make it, we'll just cut whatever we didn't get to and get on our way to Yucca Valley to call it a night. I think it's going to be a great day, and I can't wait to show you what it has in store. Come on, let's go.
Welcome to Riverside National Cemetery. Established in 1976 and owning just under 1,000 acres, this is the largest and busiest cemetery managed by the National Cemetery Administration. Among its other spectacular memorials, Riverside National Cemetery is home of the Medal of Honor Memorial and one of 4 sites recognized as a National Medal of Honor Memorial Site. Beyond the grand entryway is a circular memorial laid out in black granite walls with 3,487 names etched into them with the men and women that have proudly served this country and earned the prestigious Medal of Honor. The name of each recipient is listed below the war they served in, starting with the Civil War and continuing around the walls all the way through Afghanistan. As one of only 4 Medal of Honor sites in the country, the opening of this Medal of Honor Memorial on November 5th of 1999 was a big deal and was attended by 85 Medal of Honor recipients. Me, Mom, and I both agree that we could not think of a better place to have started our day than right here in Riverside National Cemetery. Just across the Interstate 215, you can visit the Marchfield Air Museum. Here it's an air show every day. You are encouraged to explore humanity's reach for the skies and learn about the pivotal role of Riverside's historic Marchfield in the development of flight capabilities. Founded in 1979, this museum began with one of its first exhibits as a collection of art painted by Hazel Olson. Like the aircraft featured, it has remained expeditionary throughout its history, moving to a new location at the base's former commissary in 1981. In that same year, a B-29 was flown to the museum and put on display. It then packed up its bags and deployed again to its current location in 1993, west of the runway along Interstate 215. Some of the aircraft on display here include a Bell P-59 Alpha, a North American B-25 Juliet Mitchell, a Vultee Bravo Tango 13 Alpha Valiant, and a Boeing B-17G Flying Fortress. In total, there are more than 100 aircraft on display here, giving you plenty to see and do while you complete the virtual and Adventure Lab stages. Located about 50 miles southeast of downtown Los Angeles, you can find the city of Riverside, the county seat of Riverside County in the Inland Empire metropolitan area. With a population a little over 300,000 people, this is not only the 12th most populated city in California, but the 59th most populated city within the United States. Founded in the early 1870s, this city is the birthplace of the California citrus industry and home of the Mission Inn, the U.S.'s largest Mission Revival-style building. We only stopped in to the heart of the downtown area to locate one physical geocache, but as soon as we got here, we became enamored with the unique architecture, fountains, and statues nearby. The Riverside Military Wall of Honor was first unveiled to the public on May 31st of 1997 to serve as a great register of names of Riversiders who've lost their lives while on active duty. 25 years later, on May of 2022, it was rededicated to the public with major improvements. Just around the corner from the memorial, you will catch a hint of the butterflies peeking out from the nearby Mariposa Alley. Lining the wall, you will find hundreds of monarch butterflies as a tribute to the western monarch butterfly, which flies over 1,500 miles to overwinter in the forested groves along the coast of California. When springtime comes, the butterflies fan out across the west to lay their eggs on milkweed and drink nectar from the flowers. Unfortunately, the western monarch butterfly population has drastically declined over the years, and now they find themselves on the brink of extinction. The memorial and mural are intended to not only bring attention to the plight of the western monarch butterfly, but also bring to light things that can be done by the community to help them. By ensuring the availability of native milkweed, we can give the western monarch butterfly a chance to continue to feed and reproduce. Certainly, one of the most surprising and interesting places we visited today was Tios Taco Restaurant. From before you're even able to park your car, no matter which direction you look, there is always something new to see here. As we learned, people from all over the US and even the world come to Riverside exclusively to visit these beautiful and artistic gardens found here at the restaurant. The many, many eclectic pieces of art you will find here are the work of Martin Sanchez. The poverty that he experienced during his childhood gave him the idea of finding a use for the things that have been utilized and considered useless, then discarded. What many of us probably fail to realize is that these items we consider trash are treasures to people coming from poor and third world countries. Using his ingenuity and creativity, he has rescued these discarded items and given them a new life. Not only can you come here, find a virtual, log an Adventure Lab stage, and potentially add your name to a logbook, but you can also enjoy some delicious flavors of real Mexican cuisine while enjoying recycled items, waste material, and junk that have been repurposed into true works of art. Then we crossed into San Bernardino to admire a different form of art. The world's most detailed mural, and it's really never complete. They are always adding some sort of detail to this as we were informed inside. Located at the site of the original McDonald's hamburger stand, now the unofficial McDonald's Museum in San Bernardino, you can find the world's most detailed mural. Standing at 12 feet tall and stretching to 100 feet on the long side of the building, this mural includes detailed paintings of the Route 66 culture and many other facets of life in Southern California. And the amount of detail found within any section of this mural is simply staggering. You, of course, can appreciate the larger works of art and the general beauty just by taking a walk around the building. But by looking at any single piece and zooming in further, you will see lots of other smaller pictures included within as well. To say that walking around outside and looking at the different displays was a trip down memory lane would be a great understatement. I remember playing on many of these toys as a kid at the playgrounds in my local McDonald's. And while we had come here to do a virtual, that was quickly forgotten in our trip around the building and through the sites. But eventually, we would remember our purpose here, only after a tour of the facility. And the real food behind that display sure does look delicious, doesn't it? Because, let's be honest with ourselves, it probably needs to be said. Offering free admission to the public and open daily, there's absolutely no reason not to drop in and check out this unofficial McDonald's Museum for yourself. Many of the items found here date all the way back through the history of McDonald's, including some that can be traced back as early as 1937 when Dick and Mac McDonald opened up their first restaurant in Monrovia, California, selling hot dogs, orange juice, coffee, and tea. The staff here was extremely helpful and knowledgeable, ready to answer just about any off-the-wall question related to McDonald's, and we had plenty of those to throw at them. As the world's largest fast food restaurant chain, serving over 69 million customers daily in over 100 countries, I'm sure that there is at least one thing you'll recognize here too.
All right, that is it for our first official day on the road with me, Mom, working our way through Southern California. It was a great day. We actually found a few traditional caches and even an Adventure Lab bonus while we were out and about today. But for the most part, we were really only aiming at virtuals and earth caches, and we did a really good job of running through our entire target list and seeing all the neat spots that we were hoping and proved to be correct that the virtuals would bring us to. Which one was your favorite today?
I like the McDonald's house
The
museum.
McDonald's.
That was kind of cool.
That was also my favorite today as well. The Riverside National Cemetery with the Medal of Honor Memorial gave it a close second. I really like that spot as well, especially with the fountain falling. But man, that McDonald's Museum was something else altogether. Tomorrow, we're going to be starting things off at sunrise in Yucca Valley. And from there, we will be making our way into Joshua Tree National Park, which is where we will be spending the entirety of our day. For now, we're going to get out of this freezing wind that we find ourselves in and get ready for tomorrow. Thank you guys for joining us. Like this video, subscribe to stay tuned for daily updates, and we'll see you out on the trails.